a pleasant good morning to my YouTube family. I'm gonna go over a bunch of confusing things that's been happening as it relates to the new modified Florida driving test. I am confused myself personally, but I'm gonna see if I can shed some light on what is actually going on. But yeah, before I get into the video, I'm gonna ask you, if you have not subscribed to the channel already, to please do so. Hit that notification bell so you will be notified whenever I post my new videos. Share the videos, please. And I am going to thank you for your support, all the ones that have supported me. And please continue to support the channel, because I'm trying to bring information, give information as it relates to driving, how to do this, how to do that, what's going on with the Florida driving test, because I am in Florida. So in order for me to continue to, give updates and give information, all I need from you in return is support of the channel. Watch the videos, share the videos, you know what I mean, and so on. So I'm again asking, please, to continue to support the channel, share the channel, tell your friends about the channel, you know what I mean? Help me to grow the channel. It is doing okay, but I need large numbers. So in order for the channel to grow to where it's considered a big channel, it's still a very small channel, then I'm gonna need your support. Now let's get into the Florida driving test and all of the confusions. Now, you guys must have known by now that since this COVID-19 thing, the driving test is completely different. The things you're doing on the driving test is not different necessarily. It's just the way they are doing it that's completely different. So, the examiners are not getting in the car with you. At some DMVs, they're using a radio, two-way radio. They'll give you a radio. They'll talk to you over the two-way radio. And other DMVs, they're using your cell phone. They'll call you on your cell phone. You'll put your cell phone on speaker. They'll talk to you like that. That's pretty clear. That's kind of what the norm is at all of the different South Florida DMVs. Now, the confusion is if you are under 18. I brought a student recently. I'm not going to say what DMV, because, there's really no need to get specific about what DMV. But I bought this student last week for her driving test. She is 16 years old. She was in the car by herself. They put her in the car by herself. She did the test. She got super nervous because she's never been in the car by herself. So she failed the test. She knew how to do it, because I don't bring students to the DMV to do a driving test unless they can pass the test. I mean, that's just, me. I don't feel like it's necessary. I even fear to take somebody for the test that cannot pass. So I really, truly don't do that. So I know she could pass, but she didn't because she was super nervous. Now, I took her back yesterday to the same DMV. She went, again, last week she did the test by herself. She's in the car by herself. The examiner is speaking to her on the cell phone. She messed up. Yesterday she went, she's in the car by herself again. Now, this examiner is a new examiner. I've never seen her before. She started the test as normal. I am standing back there watching. My student is doing a perfect job, like literally. She is doing everything on point, 100%. She reversed, she did the quick stop, she did everything as she was told to do it. She went into the parking space, parked properly, backed out. As she is doing the three-point turn, I noticed that the test stopped. So I'm like, okay, what is going on? So the girl called me over, and she's like, she's in the car by herself. I'm like, okay, she did the test last week by herself. What's the problem? Well, she's not 18. I'm like, okay, what's the problem? Again, what's the problem? She did it last week by herself. And I've spoken to many driving school owners that tell me that they take them by themselves. She's like, well, she can't be in the car by herself. She's under 18. I'm like, okay, I mean, could you guys like figure this out? Like, what's going on? So she said, now remember, she did everything except the 3-point turn. The only thing left for her to do is the 3-point turn. She said, nope, she's going to have to do it over. And then she's like, I could actually disqualify her. I'm like, really? I mean, seriously. Anyway, she said her mom has to be in the car. So happened that her mom was there. So she called her mom. Her mom came back. And this time, she's doing it with her mom. The girl made a left turn, and she was like not 100% on her right side. She was halfway. She went around the corner, and she wasn't 100% on her lane. She was like a little bit more on the left side. They failed her. Imagine, she did the entire test except for the 3-point turn. They asked her to do it over, and then as soon as she starts it, the girl failed her, with her mom sitting right there. You know, I mean, it is so ridiculous and unfair. Her mom was like, what the hell is this? This is crazy. I mean, I don't know what to say about that. But, yeah, I feel like, you know, they need some kind of unanimity about what the test is and how it's supposed to be done. And, you know, it needs to be unified across all of the DMVs. So you know for a fact that, okay, this is what it is, this is what it is, this is what it is. It can't be every examiner decides what is, you know, what it's supposed to be. It can't be if you're by yourself and you're 16, it's okay with one examiner, but it's not okay with another examiner. It should be you have to be over 18 to do it by yourself, or you need a parent. It needs to be like clear like that across every examiner. It can't be just mismatch. You know, everybody decide what's right and what's wrong. It is completely unfair, especially to my little 16-year-old student. You know, she was so disappointed the last time, and yesterday she was like, I'm not really feeling bad because I know I did everything perfectly, and the girl was just being mean. So, yeah, that is my little thing on the DMVs and the confusion that's going on. I truly hope they figure it out because it's crazy. It's hard enough people dealing with this stupid COVID-19 thing and all of the changes that it brings to be, you know, dealing with people just being mean and unfair for no reason. Like, a lot of my students are actually saying, you know, they're happy because they can do the test by themselves because the examiners, some of them, most of them are actually quite nice because I know most of them personally and they're pretty nice people. But there are some of them that have this humongous chip on their shoulder because, I mean, for that one moment that you're in the car for a couple of minutes and they are in complete control for those couple of minutes. And some people, again, I'm not bashing examiners generally, but some of them do have a humongous chip on their shoulder. There are DMVs that I personally don't go to precisely because of how some of the people are. I don't see why it's necessary to be so mean. People are nervous. People are doing a driving test. They are nervous. I mean, it's obvious that people are going to be nervous when they're tested. So, I mean, all you need to do as an examiner is smile. Just smile. Just be nice. Just be normal. Be a human being. You know what I mean? Some of them feel like, you know, they just have to be mean. I've had the conversation with an examiner before where she's literally asking me, why does she have to smile? Why does she have to be nice? Oh, they're supposed to know what they're doing. Okay, but you're still nervous. Even if you know what you're doing, you're still going to be a little bit nervous. So, a smile. It's not costing you anything to smile. It's not costing you anything to be normal. not asking for any favors, because that is the one thing I have never done. I don't ask for favors. I prepare my students, make sure they're ready to pass the test, take them to the DMV, and 99.9% of the time they pass because they're ready to pass. So no one's asking for favors from the examiners. All we are asking, all I am asking as a driving instructor is just for you to be normal and fair and just be a little bit nice, just smile. Make people comfortable by just smiling. You know what I mean? I mean, you don't understand what a big difference smiling makes when someone is trying to take a driving test, or any test for that matter. People get nervous when they're testing. It's just a normal thing. So that's my little rant as it relates to that, because I was actually not happy at all that happened to my student, because I thought that was completely unfair, to be honest. But it is what it is. So yeah, that's it. It's very confusing, and I hope they figure it out. But right now, what I know for sure is that they're not coming in the car, they're using the radio or the cell phone. If you're 18 and over, you're in the car by yourself. If you're under 18, you're supposed to have a parent with you. That is what I was told yesterday by this new girl. And again, last week they did it without her parents. So I suppose the rules are you're supposed to have a parent with you if you're under 16. So I suppose that's the rule. Under 16 with a parent, over 18 by yourself. All right. That's it, really. So again, I'm gonna ask you to continue to support the channel. Please like the video, share the video, and subscribe to the channel again if you haven't already. And I will see you on my next video. Thank you very much.